This meeting is called to order. Certification of compliance with open meetings laws.
Yeah, that's right.
It's okay?
We all came in. Everybody's locked it.
No one's trying to get in?
No.
They can
Roll
knock.
call.
Cole,
Here.
Miller,
Here.
Brunson.
Here. Approved minutes from December 10th, 2018.
Move to approve the minutes from December 12th, 2018.
I second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from December 10th, 2018. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. Motion carried. Public comment? No. Reports, treasurer.
The account balance is, general fund has $75,511.28. The tax account has $1,366,843.49. The LGIP general has $105,689.77. LGP fire and EMS has $2.63. Airport has $49,713.22. LGI Airport has 55 cents. January checks. CenturyLink, $131.74. We Energies for the Town Hall, $218.30. We Energies for streetlights is $53.56. Badgerland Disposal, $8,742.19. Post Office for stamps, $1,000. Vendor and Levi for Town Legal, $458.25. Northwest Services for Brine and Plowing, $15,790. Jefferson County Clerk Management for Forest, $65.91. Jefferson County Clerk for copies, $28. Jefferson County Highway brine tanks, $7,876.31. Village of Palmyra Fire and EMS, $24,523.75. T-Tech Tax Software, $648. M&E Tree Cemetery Cleanup, $875. IRS fourth quarter withholding, $399.32. Larry Cost salary, $369.40. William May January salary plus supplies, $740.57. Peggy Miller December salary, stamps, $622.17. Leanne Kistner for animal control, $1,000.
Okay, I just want to let you know that brine and brine tanks, we get billed by the county and then we forward that bill to Northwest Services. So we'll get reimbursed for that.
We'll get the 7,876 back.
Yep.
We have to buy that from the county, right?
Yes,
Private individual can't.
right. And he's also doing the school, which is the only other thing he's doing, but once he buys it back, it's his brine.
Right.
The county doesn't care.
No, no, he's not using it for private stuff, the schools. You know. School's cool. I'll make a motion to approve the
Second.
treasurer's report.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No. Motion carried. Emergency management plan?
Nothing.
Fire department?
Let's let James do his report now.
I handed you each kind of a summary of our 2018 activity as it relates to the town, just to go through some of that. In total, we had 243 fire rescue responses in 2018. 81 of those were in the town, and then there's a breakdown you can see on the right side of the column. I broke out the 63 EMS calls and 27 fire responses that the town had last year. And I think you're aware at this point that we've resolved a lot of the issues that we had a few years ago. 2018, we had a staffed ambulance 100% of the time, and that's now continued through 19. Our public safety officer program has worked extremely well. Our average response time for placing an ambulance on a scene is 5.5 minutes from when they call 911, which is a dramatic improvement and is probably one of the better response times that you're gonna see in rural communities in Wisconsin at this point. And we're generally putting an officer out with an SUV on scene ahead of that. I think probably some of the residents of the Blue Spring Lake area in particular are seeing that and noticing that they're within 2 minutes or so of the 911 call, they're seeing someone arrive. Our system quality numbers are looking very good. Our medical director is very happy with where we're at. A few years ago, we downgraded to the basic level for our EMS. We're currently in the process of upgrading back to the advanced level. And we're currently in discussion with the state to be part of their pilot for their flexible staffing model pilot that they just began, which we may or may not be able to get into. But regardless, we wanted to upgrade back to the advanced level. We have the staffing levels now to support that. So last year, we gave mutual aid to other departments 15 times and received it once, which is a very dramatic shift in what we saw in prior years. And keeping in mind too, that 5.5 minute response time, that includes our response times when we go to calls in other jurisdictions that drag that number upward. So, I don't know if you have any questions for me. I know Winona and I spoke.
I have one. Is there anybody besides me who's involved in the county sending the wrong ambulance?
I don't know,
I think I
situation you
am,
wanna-
because the fire number is in Sullivan, because the line's halfway down through
it
the
is, I can
farm.
say that parcel is coded as, for fire response, would get a Palmyra fire response, but it was coded as a Western Lakes ambulance,
Which would be Sullivan, I guess.
which would be Sullivan,
Yeah.
for the town of Sullivan. I don't know why that is, and there's I can show you an email I got from the dispatch center regarding that particular issue, and
Okay.
your head will spin too, so. It's not, it doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't, because they're 35 minutes away.
Right, it does
And
not make sense.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if there
when-
are other properties in that same no man's land.
And I know with that particular call that you're making reference to, I know that our response to that would have been about 6 minutes.
Right,
I know I was present in the station when that call came in, and I
Okay.
was like, I think that's in our area. That should be ours.
Yeah.
And it was given out. But, you know, the right thing to do isn't to jump the call and confuse the dispatch center and so on. They're going off what their computer tells them, so. But is there any other questions?
Would that make a difference if we put a Palmyra fire number by your house?
I don't know that that's a particular issue.
maybe I just have to go up to the
in this.
county and,
You had a fire number and a Palmyra road number before they redid the
yeah,
highway.
and then they put a Sullivan number.
And when they took them down, our son, I believe, was in high school at the time, I sent him to pick up the signs, cause they just threw them all in the ditch. And I don't know whatever happened to your signs, cause those never came back, and then when they got done, then we made sure the signs were up again, that were ours, but we could not
Find
find
mine.
yours. And so that's when you went from Palmyra to
I
Sullivan.
had to go to the county highway garage and find my road sign. They took that back, but they couldn't find it. It was in a pile of scrap iron, and I went and got it, and then they put it up.
There's, you know, part of the confusion with that particular area is there's that strip, so that's just on the south side of 106. that-
Right.
What is there, about 50 feet or 100 feet that's in the town of Sullivan, and then it switches to the town of Palmyra?
Yeah, it's
It's,
a sixth of a mile that's in the town of Sullivan.
Yeah,
Because
I think-
halfway down, we own land
Okay.
in both towns.
I know there's just a little strip there, just in that one area in particular, that creates some of that confusion. So that driveway would be properly marked as being that number in the town of Sullivan. But none of the structures that are on that property are in the
Or
town of
on the
Sullivan.
road, yeah.
And that's where I suspected some of the problem was, and then when I got an explanation where the problem was, it wasn't that. So
Okay,
I don't,
okay,
I'm,
all right.
I
Well,
don't-
hopefully I'm the only one with the problem.
but yeah, overall, I'm very happy with where things are. I know that you've, met a number of our staff over the past year, that, having them stop in, so people can meet them and be comfortable with them. I'm very happy with the work they're doing. The police, side of things is gone extremely well. We did about just under 2,100 police responses in addition to all these fire and EMS responses too, which is up about 40% from last year, from 2017. And 2017 at the time was the highest we've ever had. So we far exceeded the highest number of police responses we've had in the village. I want to say that 32 of those were our mutual aid to the town by the sheriff's department. I want to say we did 32 responses, something like that. So,
Do you still have the same officers you had when you started doing this?
yes,
Is there
we've
no-
had, yeah, the officers you've been seeing are the same officers we have. We have not had to do any hiring on the police side in almost 2 years, which is not the norm in law enforcement right at the moment. There's a huge shortage of law enforcement officers. And all of our officers have had opportunities to leave and go to other agencies within the last year and have decided to stay here. Because they like what we're doing, they think that we're doing something good, and they're turning down more money to stay and do what we're doing.
Good.
So we've got a very good thing going on right now. And the other thing I just wanted to mention before I'm done, I think that there's been a lot of effort made between the village and the town in the past year to mend some of the fences that have been there. I've appreciated that a lot myself, because I'm kind of the guy caught in the middle on some of the disagreements. And it's been very helpful on my end, and I just wanted to let you know that I recognize that. I know there's been effort made by everybody here, and there's been effort made on the other side, and I think that that's helping with a lot of these things too. When we can all sit around and we can work together and have cordial conversations, that's been helpful. And I think you guys would agree with that too, that things have gone very well.
Well, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Airport,
No report.
Blue Spring Lake District,
I don't think there's anything.
you have meetings
There's a meeting Saturday. What's that meeting about?
It's to review the aquatic plant management plan that's required by the Department of Natural Resources to renew our weed cutting permit, but more importantly, to reinforce our petition for a grant for a new weed harvester machine. So it's an important meeting. It's the first one that we've had, to my knowledge, ever. And then Susan Graham from the DNR will be there, and that's who kind of controls things for us. Patricia Cicero from Jefferson County, who is involved with the Citizens Lake Monitoring Program, will be there. And then Roy Carlson from Lake and Pond Solutions, who drafted our plan and who we have worked with for quite a number of years in terms of chemical spraying of Eurasian water milfoil. So it's an important meeting, and everybody's invited. We covet input from the public as well as Blue Spring Lake residents, and that's this coming Saturday at noon at the community center.
Thank you.
Yours
Bill?
is at noon?
Pardon me?
Yours is at noon?
Ours is at noon. Lower Spring Lake has one at 10 o'clock to consider their proposal to do a lake drawdown next winter.
Theirs is at the village hall, right, or are they there?
I think they're at the same
They're at the
place.
high-
Yeah,
Same place, okay.
I thought you were at 1 o'clock.
we're at noon. Theirs is at 10. They project an hour and a half. Ours is at noon, also projected for an hour and a half.
Ours is at 2.
Building inspector,
None.
highway,
Ron?
I don't have nothing. Well, I'm hoping everybody's liking not doing all the sand on the road around Blue Spring. And understand that the brine system, if everybody's liked it. We're trying to watch the weather really close and keep ahead of it. And trying not to put as much salt and sand on the roads to cause havoc during the summer. And I think it's going well.
If freezing rain is forecast, do you use brine or is it,
Brine,
or does
yeah.
it just wash off?
No, as long as it's not, if it's freezing rain, it's not gonna wash off.
Okay,
If it's just straight rain,
Yeah,
if it's
right.
rains and there's puddles, we don't do it. And if it's good, if we know it's gonna rain, we don't apply it until we know it's freezing.
okay,
And on the freezing applications, on Zion Road was a perfect example.
yeah,
It was completely glare ice, you had to drive in the ditch, and by the time I drove down it once, turned around and come back, it had already
it was clear,
turned it into water.
yeah.
So it's very quick.
And we've had Peggy got quite a few compliments when she was collecting taxes about it. People seem to like it.
I had people pull me over on Blue Spring Road saying how much they like it, because they don't have to deal with the sand and,
Right.
you know.
So we're still in the process of learning when to use it and how much to use, and it's, it seems to be going well. It's been a good winter to test it, because we've got all kinds of different stuff now. All we need is a big snowstorm, huh?
Yes, we do.
I think it stopped it from snowing, it stopped it from snowing once, I think.
You can't get any, it doesn't do any good to put any cold patch material in anymore, does it?
No.
Cause, well, we're gonna have some issues come spring.
I mean, if you got big holes right now, I could definitely try it. Because it is supposed to get, if it gets up above like 34, 35,
Do you have some material?
I'm gonna go pick some up, because I called Wolf and verify. I got a couple other people that just want me to put it in and try it, just so they can try to save it, you know, if
Yeah.
you winter.
Well, I know there's potholes on Zion and on Pine.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
some on Little Prairie.
Okay. Well, you know them, you drive on them, so.
Yep.
Okay, that's all we have.
Correspondence?
The only thing I have is a letter from the Wisconsin Historical Society, and it says, "We are pleased to inform you that the Knapp Calkins farmstead at W 1420 State Highway 59 in the town of Palmyra, Jefferson County, will be considered by the Wisconsin Historical Preservation Review Board for nomination to the Wisconsin State Register of Historical Places and National Register of Historical Places. The nomination will be considered at the Wisconsin Historical Preservation Review Board meeting on August 17th, 2018.
It was done.
It's already passed.
Okay. Don't need more of that.
You are on the register now, right?
Right.
Okay,
Congratulations.
thank you. Congratulations. New business, discussion possible action for John A. Whitkins estate in care of Badger Bank to create approximately a 2.6 acre A3 zone around the home and buildings at North 415 Wichkonski Road, PIN number 024-0516-3121-000. Is there a representative here?
My name is Ann Herdendorf, I'm with Badger Bank, and we are currently, well, we were guardian for John when he, during his lifetime, he passed away, so we are selling his estate. And per his will, there is some acreage that is left to an individual. And so there was a home there, an existing home that we did tear down before he passed away, so it is literally just that home site. There's an old barn there. There is farmland that surrounds that, but that farmland is going to remain farmland, is being worked as farmland.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions?
How do you spell your last name?
Herdendorf is Herdendorf.
Not putting anything up.
Okay, thanks.
It's just the land split.
Okay,
Names are all relevant, isn't it?
I move to approve it.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the creation of a 2.6 acre lot in the A3 zone around the home on the Whitkins property at North 415 Wichkonski Road. At the aforementioned PIN number. All in favor? Aye, opposed? No, motion's carried. You can leave if you want. You have to go to the county, you know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion, possible action for Standard Process Incorporated, Michael Klinker, to create a 4-acre A3 building site from an existing A1 zone off Cook Road, PIN number 024 0516 07220000 and 024 0516 07230000. Is there a representative here from here?
Yeah. Grant Dukash with Excel Engineering, here to represent Standard Process on the site plan survey for it.
I'm Mark Rock, teacher with Standard Process.
So we're here, happy to answer any questions that you would have. I know we did send some updated correspondence, the proposed lot changed slightly, after it was staked in the field, we tried to align it with an existing fence line, tree line, a little bit better, and it also increased the amount of non-prime ag land for the property. So we did send that correspondence to the town. If you don't have a copy of it, I do have some hard copies of paper here as well.
We do have it.
We have it.
Okay, excellent.
So the original plans are going to be using the existing driveway and this other as for future use?
Yeah, we're gonna just try to save the farmland, we're going to just use the same driveway, go past the old house, up around to the new house.
And you're only proposing to build one structure now, or?
There'll be two, one will replace the old farmhouse that was there,
Okay,
and then there'll be we're proposing a new one behind it.
So the one replacing the old farmhouse is pretty much in the same footprint.
Yeah, same footprint.
Correct. Just a note from our end, we've been in coordination with the county, with Matt and zoning at the county. He's seen this, so we've coordinated with him back and forth, and he believes from the county level that it meets the county's rezoning code for this, so we've been in correspondence with him back and forth, and going through the process, obviously in front of you first, with that, but we've been in contact with the county throughout the process here so far.
I'll make a motion to pass this.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the creation of a 4-acre A3 building site for Standard Process Incorporated from an existing A1 zone off Cook Road at the aforementioned PIN number. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, no, motion carried. Discussion and possible action for John and Sally Mason to allow division of a 35-acre A1 zone off Piper Road, PIN number 024 0516 1934 000 and 024 0516 1943 000. Do you have anything to
Tell us what you're doing.
tell us what you're doing?
Well, we're just planning to sell that 35 acres for our son, who currently farms it with us anyway.
So it's just basically a lot?
Pardon?
It would just be a lot, it's got a building?
It's an
No.
A1. It's
It's
still
an
gonna be
A1, right?
It's A1
zone.
land.
Okay.
Yeah.
It surrounds their house.
Right. So,
It'll
right,
just be deeded separately from the rest of the
it'll
land.
be, okay.
I'll make a motion to pass it.
So,
It's been moved and seconded to approve allow a land division of 35.5 acre A1 zone of Piper Road for John and Sally Mason at the aforementioned PIN number. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? No. Motion carried. Discussion and possible action to name John Mitchell and Lou Radecki to four-year terms on the airport commission.
At our last airport commission meeting, we discussed it. John Mitchell's been on the commission since the beginning. Lou was named to replace David Dunn when his job duties forced him to kind of resign. And the airport commission all agreed that John and Lou should be named again if it's okay with the town board. That was their recommendation.
Then I would vote to approve that, action.
And I second it.
It's been moved and seconded to name John Mitchell and Lou Radecki to 4-year terms on the airport commission. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No. Motion carried.
Will you be updating the, town website to reflect that? Because David Dunn is still noted on there.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No. Motion carried. Game's adjourned.